So that was If You Build It, They Will Race. I will tell you what I liked, what I didn't like, and I'm going to give it a score. So starting with what I didn't like, my only major gripe with this episode, and it's a nitpick, is that the models and animation on this particular episode didn't seem up to par with some of the ones we've seen before. As you know, if you watch Sonic Boom, there are ups and downs with how the show animates and how well the models look. Some episodes do look better than others. This is just one of those episodes, this one, that fell on the not-so-great looking department. There are moments in this episode where, say for example, Amy's, I guess it's called the muzzle part, is a darker tan than it usually is. There are some odd moments in which the animation doesn't look right. And again, I don't know the production of this show, so I'm not one to really, just go criticizing crazily like this, but it's like, I don't know if there were, a different animators this time around. The show is made, off season and all that stuff. They got to work on all this stuff. Even the episode, it seemed like this was aired out of order. Like, this episode seems like it should have taken place before the episode in which Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles had to take care of the baby, because that very same car that Knuckles just built was the car that they accidentally drove into the village with and destroyed the tree, landing on the rich Rule 63 Rotor character. Yeah, it was odd to see him building that car again. I was like, wait a minute, that's the same car. And in fact, I think the Build It machine they had was used in the Nominatus episode, but my memory is like, it's been a while, so I'm not even sure if that's true or not. But yeah, it seems like this is an episode they should have definitely aired earlier. That being said, besides that and the animation/model errors I saw throughout the episode, it was fine. Getting into the things I did like, when I was younger, I loved Wacky Races. This may be a reference to other things like Speed Racer, all these other racing shows, but like, this to me was more akin to Wacky Races, the old Hanna-Barbera cartoon they usually show on Boomerang. I'm not sure if they do anymore, but it was, it had Dick Dastardly in there, Penelope Pitstop, Peter Perfect, all these weird characters just racing, and it was just every episode was a new race, and how would Dick Dastardly try to cheat his way to victory but wind up eventually losing, and one of the random characters would wind up winning instead. That's what I thought this was going with. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I thought for sure if Eggman would have brought in like an evil henchman like Orbot or Cubot, and they would have him go like Muttley did back in the old cartoons, like, Muttley, do something, and then Eggman twiddles his mustache. I don't know. That would have been a fun little reference, but it might have been a reference to something else. But that's what I got out of it. Love the theme of this week's episode. I do feel it was a little rushed, and then again, I guess that's what a racing episode of action in it will do. It's got to keep going. It's got to keep moving. Mad Max style, it doesn't stop for nothing. It was cool to see, like, the characters, build their dream machines and stuff like that. Sonic's car did look like Peter Perfect's car, and Amy's car looked like a little bit like Penelope Pitstop's car, only without the stupid parasol, and it actually kind of looked like Rouge's car from Sonic Adventure 2, just pink. What else? What's off the top of my head I can think of right now? Yeah, it was a fun episode. I'm trying to think. Was there anything? Let me just scrub through real quick. Whenever I feel like I'm missing something, I just want to do a quick scrub through. Make sure we get everything talked about that I'd like to talk about at least. Talked about the car. Oh, Soar the Eagle's commentary throughout the race was on point. I liked it a lot. I like that he's like referencing like, is it weird to anybody else that the fox can fly but the eagle needs the jetpack? And I was thinking, I never really thought about it, but I'm thinking maybe it's because his body's too bulky, or because the animators didn't want to animate him flying, because that would look a little weird if he's going like this while he's talking. I don't know. I just popped my arms at the socket doing that. Anything else? Dave the intern showed up. No, it was pretty straightforward little race there. I do feel Sonic got to hog the glory a bit, but hey, it's his show. Whatever. It's someone's got to win the race, even though they all technically won at the end. So, moral of the story is participate and win, maybe? I don't know. But let me just, yeah. So tell me what you guys thought of this episode. Do you guys feel, actually I need to give it a score first before I even get started on that. Score. I think I'll just give this an 8 out of 10. It's good. Not the best, not the worst, but it's good. If I missed anything, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Also, tell me what you guys thought of this episode. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Wolfie Reactions for more videos like this one if you haven't already. I guess it's time to move on to the next reaction video, which will also probably be late. I'm sorry, guys. It's hard for me to do recordings because I have to wait till I have time and quiet around the house to record, because if I don't, it's just gonna, the reaction won't be good, and I'll constantly have to do jump cuts and stuff like that because I keep getting interrupted. There's a lot of things, so usually the only time I can record is on a Thursday, like this. This is recorded on Thursday, so there you go. I just broke the time. I just broke the like magic of when I record these. But usually I record on Thursday. That's usually why they're so late, because it's the only time I can record, and because, you know, I work during the week, so I don't have time to record when I get home. Usually I'm too tired, or there's too much noise. There's all these things that are factoring into it. So if you're always wondering why I'm so late, that's the reason. I'd love to do this all the time, but sadly I don't have a house to myself, and you know how it goes. But yeah, that's the explanation of that. Well, let's finish this episode off of a bang, shall we? It's time to get to the end. So I will see you all next time. Stay tuned.